Yeah, breakfast foods. Hey everyone, Joe Recharge here, and guess what? It is New Year's Eve. So in less than 24 hours, 2016 will be a thing of the past. As 2017 approaches, I keep hearing from everyone how 2016 was the worst year ever. The worst year ever! I know passions are high from the election, the passing of loved ones and celebrities, and how a phone company is releasing a phone without an audio jack in it. But guys, I can't help but question this claim because we've had rough years. I haven't been around for all that long, while at the same time, I've been around longer than I've known anything else. I mean, historically speaking, we've only been around for a second, but even in the past 100 years, we've had way worse years than this. I want to kind of talk about that. If you go back 100 years to 1916, Germany, during the turnip winter, those were some tough times. From 1916 to 1917, there was a famine in Germany. It became later known as the turnip winter because a lot of the food that they ate was basically turnip based. There was a potato famine that season due to bad weather conditions. And because it was also during a war, the country was very stressed trying to get supplies, including food, to the soldiers on the front. At this time, England has already created what was called a naval blockade, and they were just basically slowly choking Germany to death. So due to the naval blockade, supply ships that would have brought food and other supplies to Germany no longer could. The average caloric intake for the common person in Germany was reduced all the way down to 1,000 calories a day. 1,000 calorie diet. If you're looking to lose weight, you might do something ridiculous like this. Warning, 1,000 calories per day is only suitable for a small-framed woman who engages in minimal amounts of exercise. You know that thing people do at weddings where when the bride and groom walk out of the church, people throw rice at them? Like, take that. The food shortage in Germany was so bad, that was banned. So I guess this was before they realized that it made birds explode. So you could imagine the bride throwing a bouquet was nowhere near as cool as someone throwing rice. Like, people were clamoring more for the rice than they would have for a bouquet. Yeah, you get it. It was that bad. Okay, I think you get it. There just wasn't a whole lot of food at the time. And those people didn't really have much choice. I mean, we spend so much time taking photos of all the food we're eating. We have that luxury. Those people didn't have that. Imagine what Instagram photos would have looked like in 1916. So to put this in perspective, exactly 100 years ago, 750,000 people died due to just starvation. Am I bumming you guys out? This famine claimed thousands and thousands of lives. Little kids had to steal, trespass, break and enter just to eat. I mean, it was just awful. It was a genuinely sad and depressing time. I just have a hard time buying into the 2016 was the worst year ever when things like famine happened just so recently. Depression, countries that are war-torn. And even though this didn't happen to you or anyone you may know, I feel like we've lost our sense of gratitude or thankfulness. And I'm not big on New Year's resolutions, not at all. But if there was one thing that I would be more hopeful to have in 2017 is to just be more thankful. We have so many things that are making our lives amazing right now. This is the best time to be alive. It really is. If you just go back 100 years, us humans have worked so hard to get rid of these things that just historically kick our ass. Vaccines. We've declared war on polio, and we won. We declared war on measles, and we totally won. There is this infection you can get. It's called dracunculiasis. It's a neglected tropical disease. You may get it by drinking some contaminated water supply. You wouldn't even know it. There's no physical sign of it, apparently, when you consume this. Months go by, and then one day, a little spot appears on your leg. And it's a worm making its way out of your body. And the only way to really get rid of this, apparently, is you have to pull on it and try to work it out of your body over weeks at a time. Weeks. And it's gross. It's super gross. Do you want to see photos? You want to see photos? Okay, here we go. Photo coming at you in 3. It's super gross. 2, 1. Oh! Uh-oh! Ooh! Ooh! Now, you may not have heard of dracunculiasis. In 1985, there were 3.5 million cases of dracunculiasis. In 2015, 22. That's it, 22 cases. We wanted it completely eradicated by 2020, and we might beat that goal. We're kicking ass. We're doing awesome against this stuff. We're making the world a better place. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, a world without a goofy little worm that blasts its way out of your body because it just can't fit anymore, totally fine by me. That's cool. The fact that I don't have to worry about that anymore makes me feel amazing. I've never had to own a life straw. There are countries where this thing saves people's lives by allowing them to drink what would be bacteria-riddled poison and not get sick. We phased out leaded gasoline from 1970 to 1987 because we realized it was retarded that 68 million kids were dying of lead toxicity. There are still homes where the lead is still in the paint though. Smoke detectors, pacemakers, seatbelts, CT scans. We can take a machine that will look inside you and find all your internal bleeding, all the fractures, toy cars, without us having to cut you open.
But it's not that comfortable and it makes that noise that gives me a headache.
Are you joking? And then to top it all off, we've created these other things that make our lives amazing, like cell phones and computers. Guys, we are living in one of the best times to be alive. 2016 was not the worst year ever. We've had much darker times in human history, and I'm really glad I didn't have to live through them, because that shit would have sucked. But guys, even when we move into 2017, we're not gonna be immune from tragedy, loss, and hardship. So try to see the good in what we've done and build on it. I want to see you in 2017, so stay safe tonight. Have a happy new year, stay charged, and be thankful for where we are. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.